Hey guys! So it's been about 3 weeks of me not doing a vlog because I've been recovering. So here is my take on getting a Mitrofanoff and the post-op experience. When I left to go to the hospital, I was feeling good, feeling positive. I felt calm, and then the anesthesiologist came in and checked my heart rate and stuff, and apparently it was like 120 or something. And she asked if I normally have a super fast heart rate. I don't know. I don't generally check my heart rate on a regular basis. I think if it's working, then cool. So they gave me calming meds, which didn't actually have the same effect they're supposed to because they're all tablets and I can't really take tablets. So that created way more trauma than calm. And afterwards, they told me that I can refuse to take meds. So that's a good lesson, I guess. Good to know. I went in for the surgery and they did it, and it took like 4.5 hours to get everything done and sorted. And I woke up in the recovery room and was then transferred to high care. High care is actually probably one of the loudest places in the whole hospital because everybody has their own machine and they're all beeping according to the person. So they're not like having a choir, it's just beeping for days. So in that sense, I think it's good that you are quite well medicated because you don't really notice or mind at that point. I had to stay in high care for 2 days because I had an epidural for pain management and I wasn't so keen on the epidural until it ran out. So what they always tell you after like abdominal surgery or really any surgery is that it's important to get up and to be mobile. I was under the impression that because I'm in a wheelchair and generally not really that mobile, that didn't apply to me, but I was wrong. I also had to have chest physio. I didn't really think that I needed it because I always think that I'm pretty hardcore. But after doing the chest physio and coughing for like 10 minutes, I realized that maybe these people know some stuff. And so I bought into the process a lot more. A huge thing that I did not realize was a huge thing is overheating. Let me tell you this story. I woke up at 9:30 on day 5. So you're probably thinking, oh, that's awesome, Katie. But the rest of the time in the hospital, I would wake up at like 6 because they either wake you to like bath or to give you pain meds or turn or something. So I'm normally awake, and I wasn't. And I think what happened was that they gave me pain meds, which made me really hot. But guys, this was like next level overheating, where everybody else has duvets and blankets, and I was just like get this away from me, I don't need this, take off my clothes. And so we took off all the blankets, and at some point in the night, one of the nurses came and thought that I was cold and put all the blankets back on. So when I woke up at 9:30, I was properly overheating. What happens with me is that once I get hot, I can't really communicate with anybody that I'm hot. One of the nurses came in and she asked me if I needed help, and I couldn't say anything. So obviously I burst into tears, like, what other solution do you have, right? And they called more nurses, and because it hadn't been communicated that this is a huge issue for me, nobody assumed that that was what was happening. Everybody assumed that it was pain. Eventually, one of the nurses, I think it was a Santa, took off the blankets to be like, let's remove this to see where the pain is. And I was like, yes, thanks, Santa. If you have these random problems that we forget are problems because they're everyday issues, then remember to share them with people, even if you think they're not relevant, but they're important for people to know so that they can help us. Some things that they don't tell you about when you laugh. They stop giving you the really, really good meds on day 4. Let me put it this way. The first 2 days of my hospital experience, I don't really remember. I sent messages to my friends that I don't remember sending, and if I sent you a voice note that was somewhat incoherent, I'm sorry. When you're in hospital and you're not feeling good, I think it's really awesome to have people come and see you and to just shower you with love. And so I really did have that. I really appreciate that. So thank you to everybody who sent a message or sent flowers or chocolates and who came to see me. You really did make the days a lot more bearable. When I started having physio, they decided that me getting into my chair was a good idea. It was weird because I didn't really want to, and I was a little bit scared to get into the wheelchair because I didn't know what it was going to do. So I got a little nervous, and I've never really had that experience with being anti my wheelchair, because it's always been a tool for me to be independent. I think day 5 was where most of my frustration kicked in. There were a few things that were frustrating to me. Pain is frustrating and annoying. Nausea is not cool. So listen, kidney bowls are your friend, because nausea is not. One of the basic things that annoyed me actually was turning over. So in the hospital, they're very concerned about pressure sores. I have a disability where I can feel what my body is doing, so I'm at less of a risk of pressure sores. But turning in a hospital when you have had abdominal surgery, it's quite a mission if you're able-bodied. Then you add an uncooperative body, and it becomes way more of a mission. So I got really frustrated because whenever I got uncomfortable and needed to turn over, I had to call the nurses and they had to call 3 other people. And I would turn and look at my roommate and they would turn in 5 seconds by themselves. I mean, it's not so bad because by that time your body is healing and you feel fine. If you are going to spend any length of time in a hospital, make friends with the nurses, guys. This is super important. If you want anything done, you need the nurses. So do it. Learn their names. Be nice to them. Wearing your own clothes, super important. You just feel better. You don't feel well when you're in a hospital gown. And you also you feel more in control when you have pants on. But my kind of mentality going into surgery was that obviously there's gonna be pain because they have migrated my organs. So I'm supposed to be in pain. No pain, no gain. In a hospital, their whole attitude is pain management. So you need to let them know when you have pain so that they can avoid that. My roommate, Rachel, woke up the one morning at like 4 because I breathed enthusiastically and forgot that I had just had surgery, and I was lying there trying to contain myself, and she came over and asked if she could get the nurses to get me some pain meds. And at that point I realized you can actually ask for help and people will give it to you. So I was going to do like pictures and things of what my abdomen looks like, and then I decided no because it's pretty horrendous. Before I moved from high care to the general ward, they had to change my dressings. And I was like, oh, cool, okay, cool, you can now see what's going on. And I was trying to be all brave, and turns out I'm not that brave, you guys. I wanted to see it, and then I saw it, and then I didn't want to see it. But just so that you can have a bit of a mental picture of what's going on, I started off with a drain in my body, which is not attractive, and they took that out after a week of me being there. Then I left the hospital with the rest of the tubes still in me. So currently I have a feeding tube that's in the stoma for the Mitrofanoff that's keeping it open while it heals, so it can heal around something and it can be beautiful for when I need to use it to catheterize. And then I have suprapubic catheter right now, and that is inserted into the bladder from like my pelvis. This is Asanda.
Hi, this this is the very sweetest person ever, and she was very sweet here. Hope we took care of you.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So we're in the car now, quite the mission to get in, but we did it! And now we're going home. Yay! So if you like what's going on, like the video, share the video, go like my page, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any questions, put them below, and let's see where this conversation goes. I think it's really important that we talk about these things and we share what's out there.